episode of The Empath. My name is Natalie Anja Esser. I'm an empath myself, and today's topic is the empath and conflict. I don't know about you, but I really dislike conflict a lot, and most empaths do. Depends where you are on the empathic scale, but when you can sense and feel others' energies and emotions so much, it's really horrible sometimes to have all of that stuff around. So you will often act in a way that is avoiding the conflicts, very much so, because you don't want all of these emotions that are coming out when a conflict is open. And all of these negative emotions that are being activated, all of these low vibration energies coming up. I totally get it because, yeah, I myself really dislike conflict a lot. And I have to tell you that very often I did a lot to avoid conflict in my own life. And this is the first point I want to take a look at with you. Because we can't avoid conflict, really. Um, we have to be very, very careful that when we avoid conflict, there will be stuff that will just add up in the background. And when the conflict finally can't be avoided anymore, all of that stuff comes up with a huge explosion. So, yeah, you can't really avoid conflict, as people have different points of views and different ways to see reality and different ways to feel about things. We know this a lot, how different people feel in one and the same situation. So it is everybody's right to see things the way they see them, even if we believe to know that they are totally wrong. It is everybody's right to be wrong, so to say, because everybody has his and her own um, history, their own point of view, and what people often don't get when it comes to conflict, they think there is something like the truth, the one and only truth, and well, that is just not true. Yeah, of course you have facts and figures, um, but the way people view it, their interpretation will always be very, very subjective. And so they will see things in a different way. And that is everybody's right. So the best way to avoid conflict is to allow everybody to have their own point of view and to give them the space to express it, as when they feel free to express themselves, when they feel free to take their stand their ground, um, when people can be in peace with, we agree that we disagree, this will be the best way to avoid conflict or to bring peace into a situation, as the different points of view, they might stay. You might not be able to convince the other to take your point of view just because you are so right. I can tell you one thing. If you are fighting to be right, then you are wrong. No matter your arguments, no matter um, yeah, how you make up your mind. Um, in the end, when there is conflict, there are so many hurt feelings. I have just experienced, or I am experienced, a situation where people didn't get it why I didn't wanted to blow up the conflict, because the things that have led to it have been to me totally childish to say. It's been to me not worth fighting. But I had to understand that it's been not when the conflict internally showed up. I had to understand that the people that have been fighting, I have not been personally involved. I've been just one of many people there. When it finally blew up, I realized that there, the current situation has been just the drop of water that made the whole thing overflow. It's been just the little spark that made the dynamite explode. So I didn't get it in the beginning what is going on. And when I realized what people have been doing, I felt very sad because, yeah, everybody has his and her own point of view. And then when the hurt feelings come in, and then people are forced to take sides. And this is another point of view I would like to share. Um, yeah, people can be convinced to go on one side or go on the other side, but I think this will just make conflicts worse, cause then you have this duality. Yeah, there is just black and white, and everybody thinks he or she is the good guy and the other is the bad boy. And normally that's not true at all. Normally everybody has made mistakes. Normally everybody has behaved in a way that has hurt the other, or maybe have been told their own truth in a way, well, that has not been so objective, but has shared a very, very subjective point of view. So this inner feeling to be right comes out of a place from very distorted ego. It's quite normal on this planet, but it's really a kind of distortion, because see, everybody's always right even if they are wrong. From their very subjective point of view, they are not doing anything wrong. And the more you put pressure onto other people and put them into a position of defense, the more they will feel they have to, yeah, pump up their ego, and the more they will have the feeling they have to fight for their right. And in the end, you have at least two groups of people, or two people, when it is a relationship conflict. You have two people both insisting that they are right, and that the other is wrong. And in the end, it's not about the it's not about the the situation. In the end, it will be about all the hurt feelings. It will be about all the things that have been said, all the mean actions and nasty comments, and that are making this conflict so hard. And as I, yeah, dislike having negative emotions around me, um, I have always tried to avoid the conflict because I knew it's very, very seldom that these conflicts are worth it, because it's normally it's something really, really stupid. Are we going to this restaurant or to that restaurant? Um, can you do this for me or that for me? It's normally it's just nonsense people are arguing with each other about. But there have been many, many occasions where this nonsense and their point of view, where they have felt um, that they have been in a defensive situation, or that they did do more than the other, or they have cared more than the other, and that the other has taken advantage of them. It's this subjective feeling that is building up until a conflict is exploding. So what is um, my point here? My point is that please don't try to avoid conflict. See that conflict is sometimes necessary if you can stay on a level where it's just about the thing, it's just about things that have to be sorted out somehow. Um, but when it comes to the emotional side, please accept that everybody is right, even if they are totally wrong. Give everybody the space to be themselves, no matter how, well, stupid it might seem to you. I can tell you, to me, what I have been experiencing was stupid to me, but that is just my point of view. It's not the point of view. And so everybody has the right to see things the way they see them. And if you want to have peace around you, please allow people to be different. Please allow people to express themselves. And please don't take it too serious. And please don't let yourself being dragged into other people's wars, because this is what is very, very often happening. You have two people, when you're in a working situation, or when you have a group of friends, or in a family, you have two people that have, or two personal points of view that are in conflict with each other. And then the whole thing is, yeah, on a kind of roller coaster somehow, as everybody is behaving in a nasty way, and everybody is saying things that are not right, and then others are being dragged in. And did you know she said this? And did you know he did this? And everybody is then, coming into this conflict and taking sides somehow. And in the end, you will have a really, really messy situation. So allow people to have a different point of view, allow people to see things different. Don't get dragged into wars that are not yours. And this might be the most difficult place to be. As an empath, you might be able to understand everybody, understand that everybody has a feeling of being treated badly. You might feel that they are all hurt. So, um, as an empath, it would be really really great if you can just stay centered within yourself, not getting dragged into other people's wars, and try to emanate peace so that the waves might calm down after a while. And then when the emotions aren't so high anymore, maybe people are able to find a solution that will suit everybody, what is not always possible. But there is one thing I would like to share. If we are not able to get along with each other in our neighborhood, in our working places, in our families, and with our friends, if we are not able to get along, there will always be war on this planet because it's the same. It's the same if you have a stupid conflict in your family, or if there are countries or citizens of a country going against each other. We will have to learn to understand that life is not black and white. Everybody has their own point of view, and this is for me the future of mankind, to understand that there's color, and color is coming, and everybody is allowed to have their own point of view. Everybody is able to say, okay, we agree that we disagree, but we can treat each other with kindness and compassion, or at least respect. Anyways, this is what I wish for mankind. And if we as an empath can do our little thing to make a tiny step into this direction, this would be great. So yeah, I really feel for you when you have these conflicts around. And at the moment, I would say there is a lot of conflict wherever I go, and whoever I talk to. At the moment, a lot of stuff is coming up in people's life. Maybe it's always, but at the moment, I have the feeling that it is getting kind of intense. Yeah. And so I had to share this with you. Um, Try to take a time out if you have a situation like this in your life, and you feel somehow bad about it. Because me myself, I really feel when people are arguing with each other and they are throwing their emotions out, really to me it is as if they are just throwing a trash can over me. This is how it feels for me. And people are not aware of it, and people have the right to express their emotions, of course. But if you feel other people's emotions so intensely like I do, I would say, please take your time to take a step back, take a time out. Don't feel you have to take care for everybody in every moment. Might be if you step out of the situation and take your time to fill up your batteries and to find your inner center point and alignment again. Might be you will then be able to carry this calm and peaceful emanation into a situation. So don't allow others to throw their stuff onto you and walk around with their trash in your energy field. Um, of course, yeah, it happens. It's just normal life and human relationship that you feel all of their emotions and all of their stuff, but take your time to be centered again, to clean up your energy field, have a rest, have sleep, have yeah, a lot of water, and listen to nice music. Watch something that is pleasant and funny. Have a walk in nature. If you have yeah, low vibrational emotions yourself, try to let them out by doing some workout and maybe go into the woods and yell or something like that. Let it out. Don't throw it onto other people. You know how that feels like, and that normally doesn't help. So, and then be the one who is taking good care for themselves, going back into the situation by being in alignment with yourself, by being in peace with yourself. And yeah, carry your wisdom, carry your calm, your peaceful, loving, kind energy into the war. And don't allow the war to drag you in and to bring you down and to make you feel bad. So carry your peace and your love into this world. This is what I wanted to tell you today. And please take good care for yourself. And yeah, see you next time around. Until then, bye from your Natalie.